Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I'm just lost to feel, I need time to heal. I can't steer the wheel, cause this driving kills. And it gives me chills, a nice road it feels. I slip off the peel and crash all the steel. Will I ever heal? I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hope. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
I'm happy, man. I feel proud of myself. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. Ain't waiting on nobody. Feel happy, man. I got my stream up and running today. Yeah, appreciate you for watching, bro. You know, this all I'm doing right now until I get back up in the shop. Hopefully that won't be for long. Cause when I get back in the shop, I ain't gonna have no time to be doing all this. Probably like 4-5 hours. If that. Yo, we on, make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We on all that. copyright on Facebook. Your ass on Facebook. I don't see what they got. I know they ain't got too much of nothing. I'm like technology retarded. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm messing with that. Yeah, my fault. I'm over here excited because I done got my stream up and running.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. Saying everybody.
We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This taken in at the goal line and able to get this out to the 25.
quick copyright. Ain't real out here.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Allen. There'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there, first incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On play action, Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys
Nuts.
are unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First down carry for Barkley. Finds a seam inside the 40. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
That's what I get from this.
Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and let's say, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the 31, Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, it was too early.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27.
You know, you can depend on Amari Cooper. You know about the other.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott on play action. Steps away. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that's one where the quarterback has to show the agility of his feet and the arm. And his scramble still was able to make the play.
I'm not sure my age. I go back to Roger Staubach. When he was with the Cowboys and Tom Landry, his head coach kept telling him, quit scrambling, quit. Oh, nice result. Those are those types of plays. Keeping the play alive, extending it, and finding a receiver open for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. Catch made. It's Moreau.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. And right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Jones working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, I almost jumped outside.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit.
And that is going to be pulled one-handed. Wow. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
It's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by Tony. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Barkley. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second and very short, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Worse than they kick. I ain't even hit the goal.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, 58 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now Dak. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Buying time to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This for the lead in the final stages. I don't think this will even know. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Prescott. Into the hands of Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Jones. He's going to let it fly. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, Sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Dallas, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with...
I'm going to go on with Sim and see if we make it to the playoffs. We sorry as hell. Even if we make it to the wild card, I'm sure I'll go and try to get us a Super Bowl. Since you can't do it in real life. Can't even trust to send it to the playoffs. These niggas might go 3 and what? What is it, like 17, 16 games? Nigga might go 3-13. Oh, they did do a little something. They went like 4 for 3. We probably ain't gonna even make it to the playoffs, man. If we don't make it to the playoffs, I'm going straight to the regular standard exhibition, try to play somebody online. They just simulating real life if that happens. Alright, looking good. We can go and knock them out real quick. See, they think they got something against us from their first game. They ain't got nothing. I ain't got to knock the little dust up out for me. Gonna get the Giants to business. If I don't, I'm gonna quit.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Well, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop? Offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And after getting tackled, he's still down, looking very slow to get out. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now Jones on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Giants. Caden Smith from 21 yards away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Without a doubt, that's a great way to score some points.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
That's complete to Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get on the field.
And on 4th down, out is the punt team sending this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Kenny Golladay. As the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Just right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we come upon halftime here in this inning. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward big. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And the defenders have intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That was another carry for the fullback Johnson. Johnson on its poke 3. Football is held. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. The defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
1st down, Prescott. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Throwing, Jones. Catch made, it's Moreau. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a second down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, Jones. He gets it left side of Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Forced out to his left. And this is caught off the deflection. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a run for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Moreau here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The interception. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On play action, Prescott going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports. As the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league. And I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nifty footwork. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Well, Prescott here to throw. Out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up the blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From just shy of midfield, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play here for Dallas. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's complete to Tony. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. They'll get this one to Galladay. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys.
Damn AI figuring out how I play and stop me and shut me down. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Uh-oh, it's a wrap. Gotta get them boys. I told Stafford up last week. Tore him up. He ain't have himself nothing. Bless that boy.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Thank God he got kicked off, y'all.